Alright, hello everyone. I'm going to be starting out tonight with the WZ 11114 here. Nice to see a lot of you guys already. Tonight, Graham already kind of said it. I'm going to be soloing tonight. Usually I platoon on Mondays, but kind of going off of very little sleep from last night, so... And today was a little bit of a long day. So, I'm going to solo, just because back-to-back matches... Yeah, it prevents me from kind of drifting off a little bit. So, any tank requests? Right now there's a lot of them. Since I'll be going to, pretty much I'm planning about, 10 p.m. So, I can take tank requests even more so than what's there right now. It'll just take me, a very long time to actually... get to all of them, so keep that in mind. So I don't trust me, Cuppa, I don't talk about Game of Thrones or really any show. I get the whole spoiler thing, but yeah, staying up to watch it, I would say it's definitely worth it. Especially because the first thing when I woke up this morning, I always check my phone and kind of, I have like 15 minutes before I actually leave for work after like popping in the shower and pull up first thing I check on my phone, and instantly I usually check Reddit and kind of waste time on there, and literally the first thing was a Game of Thrones spoiler, a pretty big moment. So, hello Rick, which, please don't talk about anything. Anybody. Basically, if anybody spoils anything, for anybody, I would pretty much, not to say ban you outright, but it would probably be for at least the whole stream here. The main reason I went out here, like, Artie's probably gonna mess me up, but the TDs that they have don't exactly perform all that well over in the field here. So, because looking at their tanks, like we have a bit around our base, but they just don't really have that many tanks that fight too well out in the open here. Not that this is the best thing to push into a ton of TDs, but I think I'm better off over here than basically what our town's doing right now. I knew I wasn't going to be able to push the town. Knowing me, I don't know how the hell that guy died. I probably would have pushed too far, got myself into trouble, killed myself, the usual. Awesome. Well, yeah, we have a lot of people at base, but I'm actually kind of fine with that, as evident by that. This was kind of my plan, is I can do a little bit more over here, even though they do need to start looking that way. All of our TDs kind of following me. Either I'm going to clear the base with this RU-251, or we're going to get stomped to where they really need to... Yeah, they basically just need to turn around because, they're not going to get anything accomplished over here, so... I'm just going to pop on the cap here to make things interesting. I don't necessarily plan on capping, necessarily, but at the very least I can pressure them a little bit. We have a pretty big commanding lead. Since we pretty much took the 1-3 line very early on. I was expecting to see, some more stuff back near their base. They didn't really have anything, so Made things fairly easy, to be honest. So, sniper, I see your IS7 request. I can add it on. It's gonna take me a very long time to get to it because I have a lot of requests. But in the future, if you type exclamation point request and then follow that by a tank you would like to see me play, that's the easiest way for me to play a tank for you. It basically, using that command, it shows up on my screen. Say, I'm actually not too interested with getting off the cap here if I can get an invader. Thing's not buffed yet. I was about to say I can... I'll go for it. I bounced. But I'm just gonna cap here. And this guy's angry. So what, T92? But it's looking like basically the Russian... Let's say I don't think I even did these yet, but I'm almost there. Oh lord, I give up. The Russian server is basically getting the 9.20 patch. Basically right around now, I believe, yeah, today. This guy's gonna message me too. You gotta love people. Alright, so I'm gonna hop into a grind. So we should be getting it, or no, they're getting it, yeah, Tuesday basically, so time zone difference very soon. But basically we should be getting it like usual Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not out anywhere at this moment, but basically the RU server gets it Tuesday and we get it Wednesday. But not a bad match there. It's always a good match when you win and your blacklist grows. At least in that way. I knew that guy was gonna message me, too. Yeah. Drinking game, whenever my blacklist grows. Part of the reason I'm soloing, too, is not that it really has any effect on the stream right now, but I might have to work tomorrow, so I want to keep that off my mind. Might be a mistake if I sit here too long. It's nothing bad. It's just one of our guys. I think he has. Hopefully, it's nothing major. I think it's just like vertigo or something, and he was like super dizzy and stuff today. But he said he would. Hopefully I don't get a phone call. I would get a phone call if he doesn't plan on coming in tomorrow. I think it'll all be good though. It would be the first day of the year though. Yeah, I pretty much do anything. It's my job. First day of the year, if I have to go in tomorrow, I'll be dishwashing. I have not had to do that this year. As far as like during a busy season. In the off season, when it's slow, honestly, you know, you pretty much cook, dishwash, you do everything. Because it's not busy enough to have everyone there some days. But it's always interesting when I have to fill in dishwashing. Got better reflexes than I do right now. Hello, John. There's an E75 behind me. Where did you come from? I was about to say I didn't even think about my team moving up and somebody plopping in there. Aaron, you are very lucky, dude. Like, I don't know how he didn't just get damaged. And I don't know what's going on right. Oh god, he's gonna run into me. Like, you gotta be joking with me right now. Luckily this E75 for whatever reason is content with shooting him, which, like, I'm throwing premium at him, so the chance of me bouncing is pretty low, but Carnivore doesn't have a high chance to actually pen him if the E75 just angles. The gun on it isn't exactly the... He's aiming at me now. Granted, the E75's throwing gold at me, so even if I didn't think I needed it, better to return the favor. Alright. Need focus here. And I bounced. Ah shit, I'm still an APCR. I always forget to... I might die. Nope. I always forget to swap off of it. I'll go this way. Just when I'm in like scenarios like that to where, you know, I didn't technically need to shoot APCR at that E75, but it just felt right. That's one way of dealing with it, Grigsby. Yes. Hello, Leith. Nice to see you. I'll take a look at that right after here. Alright, so you want to know how many people I actually have on my blacklist? It's gonna be a lot. I have 761. Like I said, a lot. I remember the days when basically the contact list was, you know, I've been playing since 2011, so I've had some time to grow that over time, but which I've actually, it grows faster and faster, it seems like, as time goes on with the player base, but the contact list, I think it was capped at 200 between friends and blacklist. I forget when they changed that, but I remember for the longest time, basically I knew most of the people on my blacklist better than I knew my friends list in a way, and I had to delete friends as somebody came around that really needed to go on there because I didn't have enough room. And yeah, fortunately they fixed that. The ladybugs arrived, Leith. Maybe somebody else bought some and released them. I still have a bunch hanging around. I'm kind of surprised, but I'm surprised with how cheap they are too. I think I bought, I forget how much. It was something like 500. Yeah, it was like 500 or something, but it was like, I used my Amazon reward points, it was free, but it's something like 12 bucks or something for 500 or 1,000, something like that. Like tons of them. And the guy, it wasn't like a huge company that sells it. It's like a guy selling on Amazon, because there's several to pick from. Glad I picked him. He threw in an extra whatever I purchased, an extra bag full. Sorry, Cuppa. I'll fix it after the battle. Hello, Gary. Nice to see you. Granted, mine are probably hanging around because a lot of people in my neighborhood, like I live in a neighborhood, I grew up here, and like basically right around the corner, but a lot of the people living here are a little bit older, and a lot of them basically not to say they kill their yard, but they use like a landscaping company and they spray pesticides and stuff. Like, we have to be careful walking Levi when they do that. But on my yard, I guess kind of leave it natural in a way. I don't put anything to kill anything down, where we actually have things living in our yard. That guy is getting hammered. I could make a very inappropriate joke based off of his username, but I'll refrain from doing that. Don't want to offend anybody. Or anyone take it the wrong way. I shouldn't have did that though. No, my team already saved me. I just wish I didn't pop around the corner, because yes, I'm using APCR, but I needs it. Now I don't, but the OI coming around, I might. Just the pen on this it's a little lackluster and already got me. Not exactly the best match in the 1-3-1, but problem with it, and even like the heavy tank number 6 and stuff, so when you're throwing in the tier 8 matches, you have a large chunk of potentially 7s, and then you have the few 8s on top that are pretty difficult to deal with your HP, armor, and your low pen. It's a really good tank. It's just, yeah, I definitely took a little bit of an aggressive spot there, but I thought that was the best choice. Who knows? Alright, so sorry, I have to respond to Ryan. Go. Alright, so I have a Stug III, which I don't have the Stug 3G, which I thought, you know, I didn't think I had it, but I know I had some sort of Stug, so I'll hop into this guy here, which it doesn't look like. It said fix a crew member. I forget what tank I've already played, to be honest. I'll find it someday. I always forget to basically give new crew perks, to be honest. But no platooning tonight, Trevor, sorry. I just need to keep back-to-back matches. I'm a little bit whooped today. Daisy. Okay. I'll be getting back to that tank during the stream, so. Alright, so playing the Stug IV here. I have not played this tank very often. Thank you. Why don't I go with you? Try something different. Hello, Fix-It Man, Wayne, and Tanya. And hopefully I get it right. 7? I think that was the right one. Thank you very much, Grigsby, for the tip. But yeah, the matchmaking, it's just, you know, the most populous tiers, I feel like, as far as getting slated with bad matchmaking, tier 6 and sometimes tier 8, but I would argue against that. A lot of people complain about 8s getting into a lot of 10s, tier 10 matches, but honestly, I think tier 6 is the worst off because a lot of people play tier 8. And then you have tier 10 that a lot of people play as well. Looking like I chose the wrong flank for target opportunities, but I at least have my arch nemesis up here. Well, this is probably going to be stupid, Labobo, but I'm going to push up here. Or I'm probably going to die. Please don't shoot me, T67. Thank you very much for the tip, Rick. Yeah, my team kind of got crushed down there in the south, I would say. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I can hear the ice cream truck. I was like, what is that music playing? No problem, Lobobo. Yep, I just went for a little stroll up the mountain. This is why I typically don't go this flank. For this reason. I'm just thinking of my options, and yeah, I think that is actually the best chance we have here is to cap them. And I'm probably just gonna get like hammered here, but Joe Biden's in the match? I don't see him. I usually see him in high tiers. Thanks for tipping Levi a biscuit. Yeah, I don't know how many marks of excellence I have, to be honest. I don't really pay too much attention. Alright, so somehow I got some spotting damage on that IKV, even though I didn't even try. Thank you, Labobo, for the tip. Oh, Arch Nemesis, T67. Who's gonna cap out? Didn't even have to, well, I fired one shot by accident in the beginning, but didn't even have to fire a shot. Going, oh god. Take that. Didn't even have to do a damaging shot there. Sorry that wasn't exactly an interesting match, but I guess now we know why I don't go to that flank there. Very rarely do you see me go up there, and especially on standard battle there. But yeah, we won, and I made 20,000 credits. That's fine with me. So next up, we have a grind. I gotta tip Levi. That's what I was forgetting. Hello, Jacob. Nice to see you. All right, let me. Look at this one crew member here again. Get to a grind here. Just let it sink in for a little bit. Nice cuppa. Hello, dog. Thank you, Rick, for the second tip here. Which Levi's napping, but buddy. Doesn't take much to wake him up if I have a biscuit in my hand. Hello, Gonzalo. I do not know him, no. Sorry. Welcome to the channel, though. Nice to meet you. Well, I'll get to adding your tip into the goal in a little bit here. I can't update that during battles. Thank you, Labobo, for another tip. My restaurant, it's Alethia's restaurant in Cape May. Okay. ETB, are you just gonna keep looking around over here? Are you gonna pull back, or crap? I kind of missed my chance there. Nope, I wanted to help you. Time for me to skedaddle here. Whoops! I always hit those. Always hit those freaking things. Yeah, you know, our team doing a lot of stuff back there, sitting at the base, you know. It's really, really useful being back there. Let's go kill this Conqueror. He's kind of out here alone. I'll hopefully kill him. And of course I wane it to fire my shot. Yep. Fortunately, he missed me. Too slow. Too slow. Oh, this poor guy. Was that mean? That stupid little thing. Okay, he's moving like exactly where I'm moving as well. Things are not gonna go well anywhere, so I'm just gonna go this way. Yeah, Wi-Fi and PvP games doesn't exactly work out too well. I'm glad you're off Wi-Fi. I guess he saw me head down here. That's unfortunate for me. Whoopsie daisy, I actually just screwed that up. Still killed him, but I definitely screwed that up a little bit. I want them to think that I'm heading this way. Yep, that E70. Maybe he's not gonna push. I'm really just the last one here. Just trying to eke out some damage, but really it just rammed me. Or not. Well, I accepted my fate there, and he did the smart thing because he would have died. Alright, so let me update the tip goal here. Thank you very much, Mazul, for the tip. Alright, Cody, you can add $1. I was struggling there for a second. I'm working off of 4 hours of sleep here. Alright, there we go. Thank you very much, guys, for the tips, though. Alright, so my next request up, somebody requested that I can pretty much pick anything I want. So, yeah, pretty decent match even though we got clobbered. Why don't I just pick something I haven't played in a while, so... actually, why don't I go with the 121? Yeah, basically, so after last night's stream, I stayed up till like 11:30-ish. Maybe I got 4.5 hours of sleep. I stayed up till like 11:30. Woke up at 4 a.m. Work basically until 3:30 p.m. So I'm a little bit whooped here. I'm glad you enjoy them, Azul. Yeah, trust me, it's all good. I appreciate the tips, but you know, I definitely don't expect, you know, everyone, especially, you know, it's, you know, just watching is enough, honestly. But if anyone who, you know, people ask sometimes, you know, if they can't tip, how you can help otherwise. I do have an Amazon Associates link. It's in the video description. And there's also little links, basically the Amazon referral ads on WoT Guru. If you click them, basically anything you buy thereafter, I get a small cut of it. Doesn't cost you anything. Otherwise, you know, sharing my stuff around, like my live stream, YouTube channel, stuff like that, or even my website, I always appreciate that as well. Sorry. Well, thank you very much, Lavovo. Just put a little sticky note over the bottom of the screen. God, this thing is so much slower than I remember. Granted, I did just come out of a freaking light tank, so I'm like driving through jello right now. I'm glad I can make your nights interesting. Right now it's 7:30 p.m. Give or take 2 minutes. I don't necessarily want to shoot this IS-7 right now. I'm just trying to see if anybody's, yeah, out here-ish. There's no arty, so it's a little bit safer to kind of poke around. Hello, Sasuke. Tipping off the Tooth Fairy. Thank you very much, Doug. Nice to see you. That's actually a really good name over there. Napoleon Blow You Apart. I'm gonna shoot that guy just for that. Hello, Mind Pro. I don't think anybody wants to talk about politics. But scary stuff. Hopefully nothing happens for everybody's sake. I typically reward teammates that push out, even though he should be fine. Better just to make sure here. Well, thanks for that, Azul. That's nice to know that happened. I'd say a lot of times, like, who? If I see someone say, like, hi to me or something in chat. Like, they're like, who the hell is that? Granted, I do need to... basically, if I get any time tomorrow, because it's going to be really crappy out here, if I don't have to work, I'd say there's like a 30% chance I have to work on my day off tomorrow. Just because somebody's sick. I need to update some stuff on WoT Guru for the next 9.20 patch. So that's gonna take a bit of time, but I need to update some stuff on the YouTube channel here, as far as like some images and some like text and stuff. Been meaning to do that for about a year or so. Which usually I go for caps, but screw it. I'm gonna be a little damage hog here. This is not a slam dunk for us either, to be honest. Yeah, now it's getting a little bit closer, but the slam dunk that is. It's just sometimes it can be very deceiving if the enemy's all grouped up here, they don't have a ton of people, but if they kill the remaining tanks on that flank before you make it over, it tends to, you know, make it a little bit closer than what your team thinks, and they just kind of pop in there one by one, low HP, and, you know, it tends to not end too well for the aggressors. Please don't shoot me, anybody behind me. I'm just kind of rolling in here. I'm trying actually to, not to say I don't want to do damage, but I'm actually trying to track this E100. Can we talk about this Type 5? No? Okay. He's dead. I don't think I'll die from one shot here. There we go. Ah, he had a repair kit. Awesome. Lead bad for me. And I just bounced off him. Ooh, T-62A. That was a really bad choice there. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely no kill stealing in World of Tanks. Even, like, say if someone's on 5 kills and they're going for a 6th one, you gotta earn it. Guess he's going, yep, he's going for the ram kill. Pretty decent amount of damage though. For basically 4,444 damage. It's a very nice number. Pretty sure Laboba would agree with that. Extra bad second class, Confederate Award. Fosh 155 beat me out there. Did get the most amount of experience though, since I didn't actually get assist. I thought I got a little bit. I spotted all my damage. That's why I'm above the Fosh 155. Alright, so on to the Thunderbolt. Hello, Podback from Serbia. Can we talk about, I'm confused. Yes. It usually happens tier 5 and lower, perk-aholic. But yeah, it has to do with radio range. I actually think they, you know, it will come into play a little bit with 30v30 battles if your teams are really spread out into like groups, but I think that's one aspect of the game, tier 5 and up, that they should have balanced a little bit more to come into play. But the maps, you know, they're a little bit tiny for the radio ranges at high tiers to even matter. I'm actually, I don't necessarily want to push this side, but it happens so often when your team literally puts nobody over here, which is exactly what's going to happen. Like, I don't disagree that the hill is, you know, it is important. However, sending your whole team to basically some faraway corner, especially from this side of the map, to where it actually takes a little bit longer to get to the hill from this side of the map than the other side, to me is, you know, it's something that a lot of teams do, and you know, there's a reason why pushing the base is a viable tactic, but I guess I'll hold it alone. Hello, Keddy. Thank you very much for the subscription. Hopefully somebody tries to help me here, like Artie. Thank you, Artie. Yeah, thanks for the subscription. And hello. It's just, they can spot me in this thing fairly easily. It's just, I'm gonna have this is gonna be struggle city against this Oni here. I can track him at the opportune moment and kind of lost that chance. Yep, I be spotted now. I'm gonna go for trying to track him. Go, that's gonna help him aim in though. But he uses repair kit up. Just penning this guy is kind of out of the equation. Yep, I guess I can, yeah, try and fail miserably at trying to penetrate a weak spot, but that's not really going to happen in this tank, unfortunately. At least we're kind of chipping him down, but yeah, I'm dead. Oh well. Hello, Alex. Yep. I figured something like that was going to happen, but I got some assist damage, but yeah, the Thunderbolt doesn't have that much penetration to deal with an Oni. Hello, Dingo. Nice to see you. Favorite tanks, the T110E3. Alright, Tortoise is up next. Granted, at this point, like the T110 is my favorite. T110E3 is my favorite. I guess I find it really easy to play, but you know, I play so many different tanks that it's really hard to call any one, you know, a favorite in a way. That's funny, Gary. Someone actually messaged you. You gotta love people. Thank you very much for the tip, Rick. And also Labobo. Thank you guys. Oh Lord. Pretty sure I just looked over at the teams and I'm like, alright, I am not going south. Yeah, Texas. I think you're the first person watching the stream that said they're from Texas. Hopefully everything, you know, is safe in your area. I know it's still kind of going on down there at the rain. At least the worst of it's over. Yeah, I'm not gonna get another good chance at least. But a little bit surprised, but not entirely, that my team has decided to, you know, go south when they have 5 tank destroyers, 3 of which are Jagdpanzer E100s, which are almost a lock for going south. Doesn't make too much sense to go bash your head. Yeah, it's better just to go around them. really surprised he did not see me. Or maybe he does see me. Now he does. Holy crap, I guess my camouflage was that good, or his view range was that bad. Hello, Sebastian. Okay, Tiger 2 request, I can do that. I do tank requests in order, so it's going to take me a little bit to get to the Tiger 2, but I will add it on after the battle here. I lost one guy poking out in front of frickin' 3 not Jag. Yeah, I get Panzer 100s. Yeah, at least they won like the little horseshoe down there. I don't think the T-54 will pop out. I've got the most HP, so hopefully my weak spot isn't terrible going around the corner from this side. Be nice if we had some more tanks up here, though. No, not in the loaders. Hoopla. Oh, I saw a blue shell. Saw 2 blue shells. I don't know who they're coming from. Please don't shoot me, AMX. Pretty please. Going around corners on this side with the Tortoise is hell of a lot easier than going around from the opposite direction. Just with that one loader scupola, the difference is that large. Hit me just enough. That's a heat shell. Obviously he was the one shooting gold. And that's actually a pretty big miss because he's gonna hit me there. Come on, guys. Just... Nope. Nope, you're not gonna push at all, are you? I'm gonna sit right back there. You know, at least the Grill 15's flanking. But like, come on. You guys can do it. I just hope they get up here before he... Yeah, I'm good now. Do I ever get bored of streaming? No. Every stream's different. Every time, you know. A lot of you guys, you know, watch most, if not some of you, every stream. Which is a good thing. It's nice to see familiar faces. You know, every time it's different, you know, what's going on in chat, stuff like that, so. It was definitely a learning adjustment to get used to streaming, so. Oh yeah, you don't, the Tortoise, honestly, you know, armor doesn't always work, but it's got really good HP for its tier, for a tank destroyer. The gun's just silly, to where you don't want to get in front of this thing and stay there, which they kind of found out. But yeah, for Levi Biscuits, you can look in the video description. It'll say chatbot, fussbot, you know, shop. You can click over to there and you can see what you can use the stream currency for. As evidenced by that, we have a Victor is purchased, changing the stream overlay here, which I might as well, since we'll do right now, since there we go, we have a retro one. Which I actually, yeah, I did miss the KV2 request, which I mainly missed it. I remember, Tanya, if you're still watching, it's just you need to do exclamation point request. I kind of forgot about it because of that. Which, John, what would you like for Michael Bay plays tanks? E100? I will certainly get to that, yes. So John just purchased Michael Bay plays tanks, and with that, basically I'm going to be playing in high explosive only match, which most amount of damage here, not too shabby, considering who would have, those T10s definitely didn't expect me to push that flank. Who would have thought a Tortoise could push that flank? But even though the E100 just got requested, you know, I'm gonna pop into that since John just purchased Michael Bay plays tanks. So let's get into this. I'm gonna leave. I'm not gonna change my AP total because I'm not gonna get to using 40 HE shells, I think. Yeah, do my best to talk about upcoming changes. You know, if you're interested in kind of keeping an eye on changes coming to wargaming, but specifically, the E100s are on my team now. The Jagdpanzer E100, same platoon too. There's basically two main websites that most people follow, or if you speak and can read Russian, you can just pop over onto the forums for Russia. But it's readastatusreport.live, and there's also the dailybounce.net. Can't speak. But you can talk. You can just probably Google World of Tanks blogs, and it'll show up. Yeah, Levi is he's definitely snoring. I think he just kind of rotated himself around, which is why you can hear him louder now. Actually a little bit terrified. It's just HE only. It's just, it doesn't work as well when you're kind of closed in brawling. We'll see. Yeah, sometimes, especially with the streams where I only do 2 hours, it's hard to get a lot of requests in for those. Thank you very much, Hunter, for this subscription. Which I will start here, not right now, but next 30 minutes or so, I'm going to start mixing in tank grinds a little bit more than I have been. Even without tank grind requests. I plan on switching to back and forth between requests and grinds here. Well, the Primo Victoria. You can talk about what Mayweather and McGregor. I don't really care about fighting. Go ahead. I have not seen it yet. Nice cup of no. I have episodes recording of it. But yeah, I'd have to catch up on all the seasons. I've never seen it. I'm surprised I haven't seen it, to be honest. But the Prima Victoria, it is a good premium for the tier. I hit him right on the thickest part of the armor. It's just the main reason people say it's not worth the money is there's not really a Swedish medium that it can really train crews for. You know, there's mid-tier ones, but it's not like there's a tier 10 open, you know? Come on, Jagdpanzer, awesome. Gobbling up that assist damage. But for its tier, basically, it's the Centurion 1 the British have, but it has essentially the armor of the Centurion MK7, and it has a faster shell. Please don't have heat. Oh lord, he actually did just fire heat too, and I missed. Ah, lord. Oh god. We're all missing. I didn't even see the bat chat. I actually want to hit this guy right there. Didn't work like I planned, but I didn't hit him on the turret roof, it looked like. Hit him near it, but not directly on it like I wanted to. Alright, thank you. Didn't want to get in the way of his shot. Trying to splash him down into his engine deck. Well, yeah, it comes with a good crew. The tank balance-wise, it's, you know, it's balanced well for a premium. Like, technically it is better than the British Centurion, but I just wanted to get that off since we're kind of running into each other now. But I would argue this Centurion for the British is a little bit too weak for its tier. Some might disagree, but yeah. I should be fine going out here. Because we can't all go back that way. I just wish my E5 would kind of pump the brakes a little bit. Especially since he has a HE 100 behind him. But yeah, I would say, you know, if you're just looking for a credit earner, it's not the best, just because for that you're looking for basically a tier 8 premium that dishes out a lot of damage and has a little bit higher alpha than it does. But as far as performance goes for a premium, it does perform very well. It's mainly the crew training issue that a lot of people probably point out. And the overall credit earnings a little bit lower than, say, like a Lorraine 40T for a medium. I wouldn't say there's a best. If you're talking about like top, basically Lorraine 40T, you have the T-2065 Patriot, Object 252U. I'd say the Strevs 1 too. It kind of depends on the tanks that you like to play. Alright guys, are we going to push, or are we going to let them kind of flank us here? Yep, we're getting shot in behind. Take out the E5. We're not. Kind of feel bad using HE right now, but I'm sticking with the challenge. Why? Why? Oh lord, now I'm tracked. He's shooting freaking heat too. No, he's going for the Jagdpanzer. Over-angling here for a very good reason. He still penned me, but with heat. Oh god. Got him. Awesome. Yeah. That was good and bad. Ah, Lord. Why am I the last one alive? Which HE only to boot. Like... Ah! Oh well. I shouldn't have pushed out. I would have reloaded before him by a second. But the Artie thing, I kind of forgot about Artie shooting. He was actually right to shoot and kill both of us there. Because I would have killed the Stripe 103B anyway. Pretty fun match though for HE only. Thanks for buying that, John. Yeah, I nearly made that out with just HE. Not to say we would have won it if I used a couple, say, AP or heat shells, but I'd probably say we probably would have won that had I used them, but the challenge is a challenge, so 3,100 damage, 2,400 blocked, and 2,000 assists. So, yeah, HE in this tank, not to say it's something that you necessarily want to use a lot of, but it is pretty effective out of the E100 at times. I would definitely say at long range it makes sense, where if you're just kind of poking and prodding shots. So yeah. But that was a pretty good match, even though we ended up losing, but might actually save that. That was pretty fun. Alright, so next up on here I have good team. So with that kind of I'm probably just gonna pop into a grind, to be honest. And I need to pop off a personal reserve. Let me what crew skill do I want? Let's go with that. Alright, so this is the good team request, so let's see if it works. Yep, that's definitely Levi snoring, if anybody is curious what that sound is. Gamer, I have a KV2 request. It's just gonna take a while for me to get to it. See ya, Cuppa. Thanks for watching. Have a very, very fun, annoying meeting. Blue Flame, nice to see you. I actually took I forgot to post a picture on Discord. I took a picture of my fence view from work. I actually did forget to add his $2 tip, yeah, John. Thanks for reminding me. Sometimes I forget, yeah, to add in super chats, sometimes. I always go through at the end of the stream, though, and make sure I credit everyone, you know, their Levi biscuits, and figure everything out with the donation goal. Make sure I did everything right. Awesome. I didn't expect him to actually beat me there, and to be loaded on top of that, and aimed in. And I didn't get the spotting on AMX, sad face. Take that, revenge. I beat you by 16 damage. Screw it, going for it. A little bit too much, I feel like, in the town, but I'm just hoping he doesn't shoot me, so that's why I was kind of going behind him. Crap, there we go, awesome. The Sheridan, we really need to get him out, because depending on what, you know, both guns are very deadly, but his derp gun could actually work really well in this instance. I just don't want to pop out too far here. Yeah, we got him. Yeah, sorry about that, Lobobo. I think it's safe-ish. Ooh, T-34 shooting APCR. You don't see that every day. Whoa, why are you aiming at the light, dude? That's not cool. Come on, T-34. Or not. Yeah, I don't mind adding the 121 on, but yeah, I did just play it. There we go. Yeah, it's just good, you know, with the requests I have, it is going to take a while for me to be able to get to it, but I know you just hopped on Flame. If you want to see a match in the 121 sooner, you should be, I'm not sure if people just joining in can, but I know for any viewers you can rewind and whatnot to stream at any time. But you might be able to just scroll back. I think it's like 2 matches ago I played it. Hello, good night, Dennis. I thought you were just, I'm like, you've been here. Yeah, thanks for watching. Have a very nice slumber. I'm gonna be, hopefully I don't have to work tomorrow morning, but I'm gonna be like a log tonight with how tired I am. I should have taken a shot when I had the chance. Thank you very much, Rick, for another tip. I'll add both of them on. Got him. Did spot that. Yep. Scorpion G right there. Ish. Thought it was a little bit more to the right, but I wasn't going to push into the 268 and get killed before I accomplished anything. Don't want to ram him, but whoa. Also don't want to be shot by the 268. You did that to yourself. Don't blame me. Why? He just killed not only himself, he pushed the 268 into me. Thanks for the tip, Lobobo. Alright, so I'll do this before I forget. There we go. Whoops. Thank you again, guys, for the tips. Pretty decent match though, most 3,000 damage. And pretty good team there. That worked out for that request. This is a Chinese light tank. Alright, you get this crew skill. I might actually, I'm just gonna stick with repairs for now. I know it's weird for light, but alright, PV5 was the next tank. Yeah, it's always nice killing people that aren't spotted. I was looking at the enemy team. The KV5 sometimes can shrug off a bit of damage, but the only thing that really has a good chance at not penetrating me very well is The T-44. Most other things on that team can penetrate, I would say, over 70% of my armor. What do you mean, Perkaholic? They pretty much the crew experience that you gain, you know, of course it applies to perks, yes. As far as, you know, if you have a plus 100% modifier, it all, yeah. I think that's what you're asking. I think Labobo's, or either one of you, credit card companies might call you. Like, do you know that you're giving this, Cody Menz person, you know, a few dollars at a time? I've had that before with, this one game. It's called Dofus. I've mainly played it for the strategy, but, it's like a turn-based flash game almost, but it's based out of France, to where whenever I bought something, like a subscription or whatever, I would get a phone call from Capital One, like, did you mean to buy this? I'm like, yes. This is like the third time you guys have asked. I missed him. Sad face. And he's probably gonna shoot me here. Bit scared. Please don't hit me, Scorpion G. Found the tiger too. Can we talk about this angling thing? Can you go back to just showing your side? Let's say this is about to get a little bit interesting here with the amount of enemies that can surround me. I'm just gonna tap the help button, not that that ever works, but go. We're concerned about Mr. Scorpion G over here. Get him around, that would be very nice. Thank you. BK is going to be a very big problem here. Nah, I was going for the track. Sorry, Strev. I tried. I'm a little bit late here, honestly. Yeah. I thought the VK was honestly going to come from behind me. And he didn't. Just now I'm kind of stuck in between the two big scary tanks, and that was my bad. Granted. Yeah, I could have done things differently. But a KV-5 has quite a bit of armor if you angle it, even in the back. Alright, so next up is the IS-7. Unusual Gamer. you know, please, if you want me to play a tank, you can use the request command. It's just !request. But, you know, it was next up on the list, so please take a look before, you know, spamming it. Even though, you know, my crew is in the KB5, I should have thought about that with both of these back to back. I probably would have just stayed, in the battle and waited it out, because it should be over soon. But let me hop into the Oni. That way I'm not just sitting here in case it goes long. And then I'm gonna get to the IS-7. But I should have pulled back sooner. I knew the Strive was back there. I just thought that VK was gonna come from behind me, and he didn't. It's a retro, it's called. Thank you very much, Crimson, for the subscription. Right, I'm just gonna go up here. Say, tier 7 is not seal clubbing. I don't think that guy knows what that word means, to be honest, or phrase. Obviously, Levi had a rough day today because he is still out. I thought he wasn't going to shoot me with how he was pulling back. I should have kept turning. Retina Destroyer. Uh-oh, he's actually got the derp gun, it looks like. It just, maybe he doesn't. Just makes it a lot easier for him to damage me. The LEFH. Alright, I actually need to pull back here because my guys are going to get messed up. Not going to go well. We have, again, every time we're on this map, whenever your team focuses on the whole left side, bottom, whatever you want to call it, you get murdered. Like, I wish people would understand that that is literally a bad side to go to. Like, we have all these people in the south corner, and they're absolutely useless. Like, fortunately we're winning because we're still doing more damage up here than they just inflicted to us. But like, let's just, thank you for letting me swap. We have, you know, we have all these tanks out here to where they literally just wasted that entire time doing nothing. It's just, I don't get why people go out of their way. It's almost like sometimes with Malinovka, to where take this as the hill, which, you know, it is technically a hill. People push all the way out of, you know, most of the fight to get to one corner. Doesn't make any tactical sense, to where going up in this area, you're still in the town, you're basically able to influence this whole area, whereas this area, you're basically stuck fighting a few little tanks, mainly medium and lights, that don't always hold a lot of weight in the match, and you just get torn to shreds from the rest of the map. Not saying it's completely useless, but oftentimes in random battles, it's one of the worst places that you can go on that map if you actually want to help your team and win the match. Especially if your team already has, like, I'd say 2 people max should go there. Because even if the enemy puts a lot of people in that flank, your team still can stop them from capping and flanking fairly easily if they control the rest of the map and they have more tanks left. So, alright, so we got an IS-7 up here. Hello, Underberg. Oh, I actually forgot to fix that. Well, you missed squeaky dog toys. There is actually 1 left. I just fixed that. I actually checked before the stream to make sure. Well, hopefully your day gets considerably better from here on out, Poser. I know exactly what you mean, though. Which, thank you very much, Gamer, for the subscription. Levi is 12 years old. That stinks, Perkaholic. Well, at least it's your college and not, you know, like your house, so... I know my name is kind of a play on words, but... Which I missed it, which thank you, Bennick, for the subscription. But it wasn't, honestly... It wasn't even intentional, me picking this name. I picked it way back. I first used it as, like, my PlayStation Network name on, like, the PS3. I missed. There's one already, so I'm kind of taking a little bit of a leap of faith. You don't have too many upper weak spots on this to where... I actually could bounce the Artie shell in a way. Levi's foot, you know, it hasn't really changed at all, which is good. Also bad, though. It's basically... He has like a little lump in between his pads of his paw, one of his paws that... We're hoping either goes away or stops irritating him a little bit. But at least it's not getting any worse, which is the good thing. It's just, it could be a skin tag, because he has a lot of those. It could be like something stuck in there, but I don't think it's that. At this point it would have, you know, it would have changed. It's basically just like a little pink blob. Or it could be something with allergies, which we'll learn here in like another few weeks. We changed him over to... He was like basically on an all duck diet. As far as food, now he's on an all fish diet, so... I want to push here, it's just I don't know where their T-110E3 is primarily. He's who I'm concerned about. Screw it, I'm gonna go. Get it over the first hurdle. Really need someone to take him out, though. Here we go. Hello, Gev. Yellow houses on the E line? What do you mean by that? The houses in the center, or... It's just, this side can use those houses to block shots if he was meaning that. Which tank would you like to challenge me in, Rick? Doesn't hurt destroying houses, especially on this map though. It just make sure you don't have any other targets available to you. T-34 heavy tank, I assume? Or tier 8 heavy? I'm just making sure it's not the T-34 medium. Huh, which my driver's out. I didn't even notice that. I was wondering why I was going so slow. But yeah, typically on YouTube here, I do find there's not many people streaming in English. They all stream on Twitch because that's the cool place. But, you know, there's a perk of being the only person streaming English on here. You guys are stuck with me. I even know I'm not the only, but usually during the times I stream, I'm basically the only one. Alright, Artie, that was completely unnecessary. Thank you, I am now not stunned. Pretty decent match though, 2,000 damage, 1,400 blocked, and 3,000 assist. I mainly was going for the assist damage there in that match, and it worked out, pushing that line. Okay, the heavy tank. Which thank you, Raiknopile for the subscription. Sorry if I botched your name. I try my best. Yeah, experience-wise, a little bit further up, but not a bad match for what I wanted to accomplish there. All right, so next matchup, I have a challenge from Rick for the T-34 heavy here. So basically, with how this challenge works, I have to double the HP total of the tank, even though it might be 2.5 times. I'm gonna base it off of the map because either the T-34 has armor or it doesn't, based off of the hills. So I either have to hit 3,000 hit points across damage, block, and assist, or 3,750 if I'm on a hilly map. It's probably going to be 2.5 times, because usually I can play... actually, I think I'm going to jinx myself here. Now I'm on a map that you can't really hold down on this map. Yeah. That face. Screw it. 2.5 times I'll have to get to. So 3,750 damage, assist, and blocked all combined for the T-34 here. Probably is going to die in the first couple of minutes for what's going through my head about what I want to do right now, but yeah, we got a lot of people heading down here. I'm gonna go north. There's no Artie though, which has me, well, with how much sleep I have, it's probably not wise for me to trust my my plans in my head, my crazy plans, but oh my god, yeah. I thought I was gonna squeak by, and a little bit late there. Checking to see if anybody's... I know where the Foch is. Can actually see me. I surprise you going north? Even though this is a challenge, I'm still not going to alter where I think is best for me and my team. just because it's a challenge. Like, I could definitely go... I could have went south and the damage would be easier to come by. But I think with no arty, I'll be able to help the north a little bit more than falling over one another in the south. Alright, Foch is no longer there. Maybe. We'll see. Hold our breath here. Yeah, I'm pushing literally right out in the open, but it's not that dangerous if no one's pointing at you. The KV-5 coming up here, though. Not aiming at me yet. Some wisdom there. Really? That's what I get for loading an APCR shell. I get bounced off the KV-5. I hit him. It looked like literally there's a small little angled part on the top of the R2D2 turret that people call it. It's just like a small little sliver on the top that's really angled and super strong. I hit that. Yeah. I should have hit the Lorraine. Just he has a full clip, I think, and he can kill. Yep, kill the Panther 8.8. Got my attention now. The last stand of the North. I feel like John. I can't say. Not that it spoils the episode, but for anyone who hasn't watched a certain show. Hold down, basically hiding the hull of your tank, so the bottom part, and just sticking your turret out. This is suspect. Crap. Yeah. I'm spotted from the left there, I have a feeling. He's just not... Yep, I was about to say, he's not firing. For a very good reason. I could kill him in 2 shots. See if I can fake him out here. No. I'd say if I pull back far enough, he might pull out. Oh my god. Come on, accuracy, help me out a little bit. Yep, he repositioned. That's a very smart move by him. Now I'm out. I'm alone now, which... Oof. I'm swapping over to APCR because he gives me a little bit more of a chance to pen him if I don't hit him right on his weak spot. Holy crap, Panther 8.8. Oh my god. Oh, that was lag. Not lag, but I should have let that settle in. That was stupid, stupid move, Cody. That might actually make me lose this challenge here. Help me! I beg of thee. Oh, so close. It's just this Foch can just come rolling right in here and kill me in 1 shot. Yeah, they can kill the M103. Go for it. You got 2 of you guys, plus a WZ. That can help too. I was kind of curious where this... Yep. With how far I can kind of inch out here without getting shot. I have a feeling he moved again over to my right. I'd say, hey, it's not a bad strategy for you to try to win, you know, a challenge, but I really like the T-34, so. I could have swapped back over to AP at this point. Right there. I think he bopped over right in these bushes here. I could be wrong, but we shall see here in about 5 seconds from now. No, he pulled back a lot. He probably was in those bushes, yeah. I'd say he pulled a lot further back than I thought, but yep. As far as the challenge goes, I had to reach 3,750 combined between all of them. Easily got over that. Almost got to that without needing to factor in blocked and assists, so thank you very much for the challenge, Rick. That was it was fun playing a little bit, a different one there. Got a master badge, first class. Yep, pretty decent match there. All right, let me add loyalty shop. Almost an ace tanker biscuit, which, hey, at least you get at least you get 50 Levi biscuits back for that. I don't mean to rub it in. Which I actually didn't say. I have an FB4202 request. I don't have an FB4202. Sorry who had requested that. Sometimes things slip my mind. I do not have that tank. If whoever requested that's still here, if you want to switch it to a different one, I will get to it. There we go. No, I didn't just fart. My ankle was, it looks weird how I'm sitting. It's not the most comfortable, but for whatever reason my body likes, I've always kind of sat like this playing on a computer. My ankle was starting to kill me here. Oh, that was a bad thing to say while I adjust myself. Switch over to Levi cam here. You see he is thoroughly passed out there still. Alright, so we have a T20 tier 9 match, small map, brawling map. Yep. I'm gonna do something reckless. Even though this isn't as fast as I might like it, though. I probably will say, though, I think I don't want to take any more tank requests. I kind of forgot to mix in the grind tanks like I said I was going to a little bit ago. So once I get through these, I'm going to grind a bunch of tanks. Well, yes. I already kind of regret sitting on my... I don't like sit on it. Like it's straight up and down right now on the seat. It's just it's weird. Like after being on my feet all day at work, sometimes you know, it feels nice sitting awkwardly, and then when I go back to sitting normal, yeah, it's weird. I'm weird. So I think anyone that works in a kitchen's weird though. I have not met a normal person yet in basically a kitchen. Or even in, say, culinary school. Not that there's really any definition to normal, so I shouldn't have taken that shot. But I'm going with my approach of hope that I inspire my team and give them some confidence if they see a T20 all the way up here in the front. I'm going the motivation route. That sounds terrifying, Crimson. Granted, I don't have a wasp nest, but I've had on my list tomorrow night to tackle. I have a small wasp nest. Like, I wouldn't even call it a nest though. Like, mainly these things are just hanging out on part of my house every single day in the same spot. I think they're about to kind of move in, so they're all gonna die tomorrow once it gets dark out. I'd go out there tonight, but I want to make sure they're actually going to be there. I don't want to randomly go walking around and them to have moved a little bit. Actually, it reminds me of, I don't know if anyone's seen them, but there's like a couple pictures of basically the hurricane in Texas. I think the most depressing thing I've seen of it is these people left their dogs tied up. I don't think people, you know, say fudged it just for like internet clicks, but it seems like at least 2 people left their dogs like tied up in their yards or randomly on the street and just left them there. That was depressing. They were rescued, but anyone that does that doesn't deserve to have a pet, a child, anything. Alright, Cheery. You are camping hard. I have tons of wasps in my yard. I'm really allergic to them. I wasn't as a kid, but apparently I'm now. But fortunately, most of the wasps I have are... they're not like the typical asshole wasps. Like, oh, you're 4 feet away from... which I'm still using APCR. Didn't mean to do that. Like, you're 4 feet away from me, I'm gonna sting the shit out of you. A lot of mine are... I forget the specific species, but they're black and white. Some are very, very large and other are really small. But they mostly just zoom around my raspberry plants and pollinate. But the ones on my house are the mean type. When we bought this house, at this point, about 2 years ago, as of, I think this week we bought it. Scorpion G, I'm just gonna hope that he doesn't aim at me. Need to put more on cap, but they got off of it. That makes sense. I'm gonna die from the one on my left. I'm just, yeah. Screwed the pooch there. I was trying to clear out, basically clear out so our team could cap without getting shot, but yeah, all the pieces didn't come into play. We still have a chance, only if this AMX AC-48 had pushed though, but it did just spot the... Alright, I hate when it doesn't cycle to who you actually want it to. Hello, oh, never mind. Thought someone was saying hi. Well, yeah, I know not everywhere accepts pets and stuff, but if, like, say it was Levi and Brian and I were evacuating somewhere, I would stay in my car. I wouldn't just leave them. Like, hell, even if I was walking, I wouldn't just leave them somewhere. Yeah, yellow jackets. That's actually what... I got stung like a year and a half ago by them. That's actually what my whole foot blew up. That's what kind of set it off. Which somehow I did the most amount of damage on my team. Granted, I did use some APCR. I meant to shoot a couple shots, but I forgot to switch off of it. I shot like 8 of them, but even so, yeah. Well, did my job. So we have a Cheery next. Hello, Yosef. He's got a rip current alert. I always forget. I actually am switching phones tomorrow, hopefully. I just got a new phone in the mail today. I wanted to stay with Verizon, but they just switched all their plans, and yeah, screw Verizon now. They made it to where there's like no cheap plan, because I don't need unlimited data. But this phone always gets me because like random app notifications sound like a text message, so I'm like, oh god, no. Because at this time of the night, it almost certainly means that something went wrong at work, or something, or not wrong at work, but I have to work tomorrow. So either something's going wrong right now at the restaurant as they're closing, or, you know, someone called out. Well, you know, there's a saying where it's probably not always true, but for more or less I think it is, to where there's no such thing as a bad dog. It's just it's just evidence of a bad owner. So hello, Craze Missile, nice to see you. Like, honestly, not to say Levi was a bad dog, but he was certainly, like, he was definitely good for how he was treated, but I had to, not to say break him over the first few weeks when we first kind of rescued him, but I definitely had to. He was basically used to being an asshole to survive in a way, and the person that had him, like, oh, like this dog tried to bite me or something. Well, yeah, dogs like fighting to, say, keep its one toy from being stolen, or just to try to get food. So I had to kind of, you know, reassure him that, you know, you're gonna get fed. No reason to be an asshole, and yeah, this is not really gonna work out with how my team's set up, so I'm just gonna annoy the hell out of this guy. Holy shit. Obviously that worked. I planned that all along, guys. I was creating a little bit of suspense there, making it seem like I was gonna die. Well, yeah. Well, honestly, I'd say I'd be lame without Levi, but I think most of you guys wouldn't watch me without Levi. No! Holy shit, I got another ammo rack! I'm on a roll! Cheery the Destroyer! Fear the Beast! Right now I'm mixing in, I'm kind of swapping back and forth between premium AP and standard AP here. It's helping a little bit, but ooh, I knew I was gonna get him with one of those shots. As I say, I think I'd be terrified if we had like giant hornets and stuff here. Cape May's actually, like, South New Jersey is one of the, literally the most dangerous thing outside of, like, say, sharks in the water, in the ocean, that we have here is coyotes, which they're really small. Since we're a peninsula, like they're about the size of Levi. Like that's the most dangerous thing that we have around here. I really like not being worried about, you know, anything being able to kill me. Gotta let my shots at this range kind of settle in here. I have a feeling this is gonna be an ace. Not to jinx it here, but not to say that Cheery's a bad tank, but this is an exceptional match for Cheery standards. Eh. If only I could frickin' talk. The only enemies are left where I wasn't. I guess plowed through this side. Uh-oh. I didn't think I'll spot it there. Well, hopefully. Honestly, I'm just hoping that we win, but not to say that it, like, we are ahead by one tank, but I'm not loving where we are to what the enemy team has left. Unless this Cromwell B pushes on me. If he gets out in the open, I'm fairly confident that I can kill him. I just... thank God they got the Scorpion G. That makes it a little bit better now. Yeah, he saw me now. Maybe not. He saw me. Werewolves. Well, I think this... Again, I might be getting ahead of myself here, but I think this is the most amount of damage I've gotten in a Cheery so far as well. And I actually grinded this tank, so it's not like I only have, you know, a dozen or so battles, I think. Hello, Colby, thank you very much for the subscription. Like, really, you're gonna run away, Cromwell B. I'm chasing after you. They're gonna go sit on the cap. I might as well see if I can find you. Just... Okay. I took the long route. I thought he was gonna hide, to be honest. There we go, we killed him good. Thank you for whoever requested the Cheery. It was a pretty fun match, which actually not the best match I've ever had in it as far as experience goes, but I'm actually surprised. Got a Top Gun award, high caliber. Yeah, 4,137 damage, 6 kills, 1,700 base experience. I am honestly very shocked because, you know, usually it has that little banner underneath. I'm very shocked that was not the highest net experience I've had in this. I'm gonna have to check. Yeah, didn't really block any. A little bit of assist damage. But, alright, little dog back there? Alright. Let's see. I have a hairball? Yeah, my maximum base experience. Holy crap. 2,550, which this was the most amount of damage I've ever done and the most amount of kills, but I'm actually really I must have had one hell of a fight as far as like facing off against higher tiers or I don't know, assist damage or something to get that value there. I'm actually kind of shocked with that. But, yeah. Alrighty then. Thank you for whoever requested this. That was a really fun match. But moving along, the Tiger 2 is up next. Before I hop into it, unfortunately I don't have a Jagdpanzer 100 Emery Caravan. I was actually, if you do want a different tank, I will play one for you. I was just about to change and say requests are full for the stream. I forgot to switch it, but if you want to request a tank I have, I will pop into it for you. Alright, so we have a Tiger 2 up next here. Remember to save that match there. Easy. Here we go. Oh, it is this? Thanks for clearing that up for me. But the only reason I'm skeptical is it doesn't have that little banner underneath that tells you that that's your basically highest net experience battle in a tank, if you know what I mean. It just had a normal Ace Tanker logo there. But you're probably right though. That makes sense math-wise. The Tiger, as far as the 1 or 2, I'd say between the two. Hopefully I don't get hit here. I'd probably say I like the Tiger 2 better. Even though it is considered a little bit weak. I'm actually gonna go down here because I don't want to get stuck brawling against, yeah, anything. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure for that little nuance too. I thought it was always that was your best match you've ever netted as far as experience, but definitely would need to look that up. Which this guy is cruising in here. Help. Help. He's definitely gonna kill me, but I can at the very least take him with me. Maybe. Maybe. Definitely? Yeah. Well, this was short-lived. And yeah. Oh my god. I don't feel like clicking and missing, but there we go. Thank you, T32. This is one of those maps when you're bottom tier. It's really hard to, yeah, pull out a good match, but I probably shouldn't have went out by myself. At least I got a bat chat to kill himself, basically. So, alright, so KV2's up next. Nice, Mind Pro. I kind of wish I knew how to code so I could make a video game, to be honest. Okay, so looking it up, unless they've changed it, the little banner underneath, it is basically the first time you reach basically your best mastery badge 1, 2, 3, and ace. So if you get an ace in a tank, you won't get any other banners for like mastery badge first class and stuff. Once you get one for an ace, though, it won't show up again for that tank. Thank you very much, Ristos, for the subscription. Hello, Jack, again. Nice to see you. You're up pretty late, considering you're back at school, aren't you? Nice to see you again, though. I thought about that, Labobo. That might pop up someday soon. Come on, pull up a little bit. Yep. Figured that was gonna happen. Oh, I wouldn't do a straight grind night. Even though I have a lot of grinds to pick through right now. I would definitely be mixing in some tanks that aren't grinds. No problem, Andrew. I'm fairly... I almost feel like some people should include it on a resume. Fairly proficient in Googling. Sorry, Big Peach. Okay. That's not too bad. I remember back when I was in school, I could have been at like 11:30ish. Wasn't supposed to be up that late, but I know. Oh, there's a decent shot. I just can never go to sleep on, like, say, a schedule. I have to, like, force myself to go to sleep on a schedule now, or else I'll kind of get burned out from work. Actually, I need to... I think I need to help this guy. Up. Okay, so there might be, yep. There might be a TD over there, and that just changed to definitely when even before we saw him, I was just picking through what tanks are down there. I'm like, yeah, there's definitely one down there. Why did I just pull out there? We're up by 3 tanks, but that doesn't mean anything with them not pushing on base. Need to run. Why, you may ask? Because everybody is freaking camping in our base. And camping hard at that. Like, I don't think they can camp any harder here. Like, I'm definitely gonna die here. I just hope I can get one last shot off. Probably not, though. Yeah. I usually don't call people out for camping, but holy crap. We should still win this. But, like, yeah. Surprised they're not in with the frickin' already there. No cooking tonight, Craze Missile. Let me get one more reserve off here. Next up, we have a mouse request. Klaus? Klaus is typically pretty funny. There we go. Time to sit like a normal human being. That's not good, John. Wanting to uninstall. Which, thank you very much, Josh Brown, for the subscription. I'm gonna try something different. Whether or not this is gonna work, who knows? Just I see they have one arty. Someone's named Donald Pump. One arty and one TD. No cooking at all. My days off, I might, honestly, Ryan asked, she just baked 2 cheesecakes. They're nil wafer crust, vanilla bean, and then the topping is a blackberry white chocolate mousse. She asked if I would cut them and pipe them out. They're for the restaurant. Not even sure I want to do that. She knows I'm, like, WoT though. It was more of a, like, if you're up to it. Yeah, we just lost a lot of tanks for no reason. Well, my plan has kind of backfired because I was kind of expecting the amount of people we had on the hill. They'd at least, they're still contested in at least, but the Kronwagen's about to get up there, which changes things a bit. Like how isn't this guy getting shot by the TVP, Artie, anybody? Just, my plan was the push, and the TVP obviously is not interested in pushing this flank. Yeah. That face. Because at this point, pulling back for me is not impossible, but if my TVP was actually helping me with the bat chat, I could definitely leapfrog up one more spot. I can have shots on the bat, and he could help with the Grill 15 as well. But without that, I'm basically just kind of a distraction right now for them. Their bat's just about reloaded. Yep, and he gets ammo racked me. It's just literally, hello, anybody? Not frickin' rocket science to shoot the tank that's literally out in the open. Like the 3rd time he could have pumped the bat full of rounds, and he's running away now. Grant, they are pushing through the town. It's just, yeah, basically I'm useless this match now, and shouldn't have went down here because it either goes your way or it doesn't. And unfortunately this is just one of those times where literally I hate blaming it entirely on a teammate, but that TVP is doing his best just to kind of stay not seen and try to get as much damage as possible. I hate people like that. He's gonna have a ton more damage than me, but literally, he's the worst type of player. I hate people like that. But screw it, I'm just gonna drive out here because, yeah, no hope for me. No hope for my team at this point too, with the tank discrepancy. The bat finally decided to load up heat. It just... Hello, Edward. Nice to see you. more or less. It's just it's just a little bit depressing. That's the first team tonight to where I've kind of went like really like. Hello, Peter. Right, he's still alive. See you, Fabio. Thanks for watching. Alright, so next up we have an SPG request. Then I have the 121 again. We actually did win the KV2 match. Awesome. But yeah, I did jack squat, but just seeing how that guy was playing, all I needed was help with the bat chat. Bat chat pulled out, I would say at the very minimum, 2 different times to where he could have hit him with at least 2 shots. Had we just killed him, I would have been able to push up. He would have been able to push up. Whole flank would have been open. Instead, I was stuck out there basically fighting 2 tanks by myself, and yeah. Meanwhile, he was just more concerned with getting as much damage as possible while running away. So, hello Kia, nice to see you. Thanks for answering that, John. There's your answer, Edward. 19,790. Alright, so not the best map for an arty, but make it work. I'm just gonna set up an A1. I never trust the field, as you guys know. Making sure the split is more weighted towards here. Come on. Maybe. Yeah. I was like, maybe I got him. I missed. I have watched them, yes. I think most people, yeah, most people have. I don't really get a lot of time to watch other people, honestly. I barely have enough time to stream myself. Something popping up over here, I think. Hopefully I'm not just waiting for nothing. An ST1 at the very least. I was waiting for that TD. Oh, unfortunately, yeah, I should have aimed in more, but the T92 is very bad at these maps because you don't have a very good shell arc, so you can't hit a lot behind stuff, but the M53 would be better here because your rate of fire is better. But more importantly, the mobility is a lot better to where I could actually move around and get better angles on things, but if I was in the M53, I would have set up closer to the field. and then kind of run away after my first shot. Not that we're out of this, but I was getting a little frustrated. I messed up my first couple shots. Come on, reload faster. No, kind of screwed myself. That's not good. Because now I've got to reset my aim again, and I don't have shots anymore. I guess I might. Nope, not really. Yep, I hit the pole. It just sucks. So crappy match on SPG, but yeah, sometimes you get them, sometimes you get decent matches. Other times they're just like this, and it's frustrating still to play them sometimes. But oh well. So my last tank request is the 121, and then after that, just doing pure grinds and tanks that I pick. So. Go. Honestly, when I say I forgot to switch off of the 2 key, I honestly mean it. But yeah, other people, yeah, they use it and they know what they're doing. But there's nothing wrong with premium rounds currently, in a way. Unless you're, like I've seen when I randomly like scroll through watching streams, some people just like, the most blatant was a T110E3 with all APCR, no AP, no HE. It's all APCR on the tank. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, good night, Green. Thank you very much for watching. Hello, Nori. Nice to see you. But like, that's one of the few tanks to where you don't need tons of APCR in that. Oh, I'll play the Type 4 heavy for you, Jack. I can't say no to someone who's related to me. Right, so I just don't have a lot of people out here, so I gotta be a little bit careful. A little bit. I didn't say a lot. Crap. Hopefully that... Oh, nope, that did not dissuade them from coming over. Nudge there, and he's goner too. Anybody else want to come over? Got 2 kills and 111 damage. That's how you do it. Well, Daniel, I'm gonna play the one request for Jack, but after that, I'm not taking any more tank requests. Sorry. He's a special occasion because he's my cousin, but yeah, I'm gonna be grinding just tanks after that. But yeah, I can definitely say no when it comes to money. How do I just damage myself? The corpse. That's strange. He shot his gun too. Probably, Graham. Arid damage, critical hit. Why am I not too surprised? Things sometimes can frustrate the hell out of you with its accuracy. Uh-oh. And there's a Strub 103. 0 all the way back there. It hasn't shot yet. Kidding me? I wish I didn't push up now. Type 61, I don't know if he's grinding, but if he purposely picked that gun, that guy's got all heat rounds. He's using the GIMP gun for more, I think it's got more DPM. I don't know why anyone would ever do that though, unless they're grinding. Yeah, I see him down there somewhere. Fortunately, I don't think the rest. The E4 is. This guy's out here somewhere. You know? Whether or not I'm gonna get blasted from every which way in the process of trying to weed him out. Lucky bastard. Didn't really do any damage so far, but I'm at least making headway on this flank. Found him. And of course he pinned me. Well, I got more assist damage. Okay. And I guess missed the arty. Awesome. Through it. Can't miss if I run right into him. Never freaking know though. Okay. A little bit of a unorthodox 121 match, but gotta win. 1100 damage and 3000 assist damage. Still feels weird driving that compared to other mediums. It's sluggish for a medium at tier 10. But not a bad match. Experience wise, most of my team, since I got some assist damage. Alright, so my last request I'm doing here is the Type 4 Heavy. See? Yeah, the T1E6 at low tiers can mess people up sometimes with that gun. I remember playing that on when I tried World of Tanks console out. guess I may as well go to the typical heavy spot. I thought about going north. You got visa for the Lukes. Drag race this T95. Alright, RHM. Definitely not. No, Type 5's way better. Auto win with a PZ7. It's gonna be a pretty bad joke, but why is it when we platoon together and you're in your PZ7, it's not an auto win? Pop him right. Nope. I had a standard round, but actually not. I was about to say he still has some pretty thin armor on the top. This is why I don't use the derp gun in the tier 9 type. The HE round is still pretty damn useful with the standard gun. These guys are shit in their pants, to be honest. No other word to use aside from that. You have a T95, a Type 4 heavy, barreling down on you at warp speed here. And we shoot the tank that I did not expect for us to shoot. Alright, I actually need to... This thing isn't good at fighting on hills, but I actually need to pop up here because we don't want to lose too many tanks this way. Really? I should have aimed a little bit better there, but that shouldn't have bounced. But the T95, he should be fine. I don't see any reason why he can't solo all those guys there. Like I said, I'm just joking, Lobo. Right, heat. You're awesome. Right now I'm using premium, but shoot me, guys. Don't shoot my teammates. Really want to hit the T95 because literally my team is scared of him. Like they ain't moving. Well, I guess the defender moved and he died, but they're not gonna move now. And the T95, yeah, this is going bad now. Yeah, it's just E3. Why are you not? He has the most armor on our team, and he's almost the tank all the way in the back. Charioteer is using Hesh. I'd say I ain't getting out of this. I don't have a repair kit. But this is what our T95 I was expecting him to do, is basically just push out here and soak up shots and chip away a little bit at a time at him. Here we go. Is that difficult? Now. Or not. That's what I said. But, yeah. Obviously, I was a little bit too high on my team there. Hello, Stefan. I don't know what I think our FE405 is disconnected because he ain't really moving. I'm switching over to HE after this shot. Yep, should have shot him in the side turret. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. It's just now we're bunched down here and this isn't gonna be pretty. Be careful, Emil, too. They just have 3 low HP tanks: Charioteer, IS-7, Jagdpanzer E100, and 4 Strug 1030. He doesn't have much HP. But just come on, guys. Why don't you go? Like, we have some fast tanks, specifically the T-34 too. I don't know why they just don't go and push over there. I'm still gonna stick with HE. Screw it. Here's hoping they don't fire gold. They probably will, though. I wouldn't be too confident here. Both sides pretty much are all one-shottable. In a sense. You guys push over there, you're dead. Push over here, you're not gonna get shot. Sticking with HE though, because I think it yep, T-34-2. What did I tell you? Oh, he doesn't even notice me. There we go. Makes sense for me to stick with all HE. Crap, crap, crap. I'm not ready to fire. Got a little bit greedy there, Grill 15. Well, thanks for requesting this, Jack. This was a pretty fun match here in the Type 4. Still not over, but I think we got this. If we lose at this point, yeah, we deserve it. I don't think Rick's still here. Who knows though? Whew. 4,820 damage, 3,000 blocked. And I made a few mistakes here or there, but it all worked out in the end. this is the 14 centimeter. But that just might be, whoop, I'm actually a little bit out of, I was too busy trying to debate. But he can't pin me now. Well, might just be a small sample size. But there's no... Honestly, I was confident we were gonna win that. Now that he has palm sweaty. The 100 match earlier was a little bit more heart pounding for me. But Ace Tanker Award, got a high caliber, Confederate. Yeah, almost 5,000 damage. A pretty nice match there. Hello Deckert, nice to see you, and Sam, who likes turtles. But pretty good match. Thank you very much, Jack, for requesting that. Yeah, Mondays, typically I go a little bit later. I plan on finishing out the stream with grinds right now. The coffee's starting to not be enough to keep me up here. What happened to the baby bat here? Got quite a few aces tonight. Need to clip other match out here. Yeah. Not my favorite map, but we'll see. Since it's getting towards the end though, why don't I start a raffle? Last 5 minutes. Winner gets 500 coins. Or not coins, but Levi biscuits. You just have to type exclamation point raffle to join in. I'm actually going to start out with an APCR round here. Or clip. Play a little bit on the risky side. Seeing if I can spot anything a little bit earlier, but not appear to be the case. Here we go. Holy crap, they are sending PDs over here. Well, I have not been able to play the E5 now. Unfortunately, I really do need to do some grinds, but yeah, I didn't play the T110 E5 tonight. Alright, we need to kill this guy before the rest of these guys get up here, so I'm gonna take that shot like a champ. And I was hoping to track him, blew his repair kit, and yeah, and unfortunately he snapshot at me. Awesome. But I don't even care that I got shot twice by him. I knew I was gonna get shot. But yeah, my team, these two guys specifically, didn't push up to shoot him. Screw you guys, I'm running away. Oh, I'm very sleepy. I had at least 3 or 4 people today at work say, "You look tired." Because usually I'm like sprinting around the kitchen. I was still running around the kitchen a lot today. Yeah, and I'm dead. Well, this match sucked. I was a little bit slow today for my standards. Alright, why don't I pop into the leopard prototype here. But Mondays I always have to put away and sign and receive a lot of orders. I've got to cook normal because I cook on Mondays. Today I had to deal with someone not exactly feeling all too well. He didn't call me though, so I assume he's coming in tomorrow, so I don't have to work tomorrow morning. But also, we have an oven that's kind of, it's been on its way out the past few days to where it finally kind of died today. So I had to take that apart. Like, we have a repair person coming. However, I at least took it apart. I've seen the guy do it plenty of times to where, seeing if I could fix it, I kind of got it working. To where, at the very least, we can get it to function a little bit to what we need it to for like an hour a day, just to cook like bacon and stuff. It definitely needs fixed though. For anyone that knows anything about ovens, the damn thermocouplers. Basically the thing that keeps the flame lit. But not the pilot. I know most people probably are like, isn't that the pilot? I forgot to add that in, John. I'll do it after this. Thanks for reminding me. Thank you, Min, for the subscription. I think that T-54 lightweight's still there. I'll find out. I didn't see an explosion. T-54E1's going for it though, and he's gonna make it too. That was not very good spotting from us. Congratulations, John, on winning. Holy crap. Levi really likes you. I'm starting to wonder if it's rigged as well. See you, Jack. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day at school tomorrow. Yeah, John won the last one as well. And about 50 other ones. I was about to say, I thought I'll spot it. That's where he was pointing. Well, honestly, Daniel, basically the way flip coin works, I don't know if you're being serious or not, but it was changed, you know, about a month and a half ago. Basically, there's a 48% chance of every single time someone types flip coin to win. So basically normal betting odds at, say, casinos. So yeah. Honestly, there's no way for me to, say, set it up to rig it to make anyone lose specifically, or, you know. A lot of people that use FuzzBot wanted the developer to put those controls in. They're like, oh, you know, it was 50-50, and he changed it to 48% win, 52 loss. They wanted him to do like 50, or not 50, 30% win chance, and he's like, what, you want to rip off your people? I'll do another one at the end, but yeah. It's a little bit on the risky side. Cracked him. Somebody shoot him, please. Request? What do you mean request, Daniel? If it was the SPG one, I said right after you did that, I'm not taking any other requests. Technically, I wasn't taking any when Jack requested the Type 4, but he's my cousin, so I kind of made it an exception in that case. Sorry though, you know, I did I only wanted really to do requests for the first 2 hours and grind for the last hour, and it turned out I did 2.5 hours of not grinds but requests, so I definitely don't want to do any more, unfortunately. I just, you know, I need to get some of these grinds done, and I'll never get them done if I don't, you know, actually grind the tanks, so kind of used up all my free experience too on the Fosh 155. For anyone looking to get it, you have one more day. Not 100% chance. There is a very small chance that we will get the patch tomorrow morning, but it should be Wednesday morning for the next update here. Oopsie daisy. Let's say, can I get a little assistance? Wish I didn't drop down there. Just a little bit confused. Yeah, our base just died. Why these guys thought it was more important to go for Artie than to help us clear the hill. Like, that's the only play I have right now is E. Should be able to reload before him, I think. And I'm dead by the E4, but I tried. 3,000 damage, 1,100 assist, but yeah. John winning the raffle. Alcohol. That would probably be bad. I actually I kind of shocked the two dishwashers that work with me. They were helping me put away a big order today, and we had to put Pellegrino water in the beer box, and I come out with 3 root beers, like bottled nice ones, and I'm like, here you go guys, and they're like, no. They thought I was trying to give them beer, because usually my brother after each night he gives them like a pack of Corona to kind of finish off as they're cleaning up, but I'm like, you guys know me, I don't drink. They thought, because I was walking around drinking one, they thought I was walking around drinking a beer. That's probably how different I was this morning with very little sleep. Thanks, Sasuke. Usually I don't wait for the end of the battle, but yeah. I just kind of want to see where I stack up against the team here. I probably have 2 more battles. After this one, I'll do another raffle, which need to remember to add in the biscuits here. Yep, most amount of damage on my team at least, but there's only so much you can do. Alright, let's move along to T49 here. Yeah, I did them, John. Alright. Not exactly the best map here. Just there's a lot of TDs too on both sides, and already it's just, if I hang back, I put it basically in the enemy team's hands and not kill us. But yeah, I'll do a raffle after this battle here, because my next one after this should be my last one. It's just, if we can lock them out of the field early, we have a pretty good chance. But heck, this is gonna be Sorry, Daniel. This is the third time I've told you. I'm not taking any more requests. Sorry. You know, I really wish I could do more, but I need to grind. It doesn't seem like a lot just getting one more grind in a tank here or there, but I really only get a handful of matches sometimes in a stream to be able to grind a tank. The only way I can grind. You guys see basically every single second of me playing tanks in a week. So, sorry. Yeah, not bad for 4 hours of sleep. I also drank a V8 energy drink this morning, and I just had a thing full of coffee, so that helped a little bit. Yeah, not too bad of a night though. Uh-oh. Don't, not in the face. Stuck with heat. This is the 430. I'm not too confident penning that with APCR unless I get a very good shot on him. Definitely very I should have taken that. Pull back 430 or not. Doesn't matter if I shoot heat or APCR at the Foch. Either I'm gonna pen him or I'm not. I should spot him if he keeps running away though. But I can pretty much go through his side really easily. Should be able to spot me now. Trying my best to abuse. Come on, abuse. Ah, E50. You should have kept moving. You're hurting my chances, and yeah, you died. Well, good luck, Crimson. Hopefully you don't get stung. I shouldn't have to work tomorrow, Zol. But basically every morning, even if I'm off, I'm basically on call. That's why I get 2 days off a week instead of just one like the other, like my brother and our one other like head cook. I'm the only one that works the morning shift, so chances of people not showing up for an early shift, you know, are drastically higher than, you know, nighttime. But hopefully I'll be able to sleep at least. I typically, I probably can sleep till like 8 a.m. So that's sleeping into me compared to waking up at 4. I have to do a few things with Ryan before she has to go to work tomorrow. Yeah, everyone in the clan can attest to I'm never online unless I'm streaming, more or less. That'll change sometime come October. A drink phrase popped up. Decent match though. I was definitely teetering on the edge of dying there a few times. Mastery bad second class, 2300 damage. Yep, not a bad match considering that map. Alright, so let me start a raffle again. And I'm gonna to pick which grind am I further along on. I got the WZ one. I've got 83,000 experience left on that. I think it's going to be this one. I've got 55,000 left on the heavy here, so I'm going to go with this one. If John wins this again, I'm gonna... I don't know. I'm gonna have to bring something up with the Fussbot developer. Like, why does the same person win every time? If I win. Because technically Levi is the all-empowered Fussbot, you know, moderator and everything. It treats my channel as just a normal moderator as far as the app goes. That way I can test stuff out. I can enter. When it used to be me spewing the messages out, I couldn't, but I can now. I switched it over that way. Levi can have his name on the stream, but that way I can test out things easier. Clan, it's called Vanamir. Pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, but yeah, we don't do too much clan stuff, honestly. Like, mostly people, you know, might platoon together every now and then. But if anybody ever does want to join, just message me or anybody else. The only requirement is not being a troll or an asshole. This is actually gonna go bad because a little low key. Alright, I guess I will go the front here. Come on. You guys, you need to run back. I didn't tell you, Randall. Van owner. He pops into the stream every now and again. Snoot. When he used to play World of Tanks frequently, we'd platoon a lot together, and he'd always yell in every battle, like, "Get in the van!" It was kind of funny. This sentence haven't pushed out. And I missed. I am not doing well. I feel really bad for my team for crapping this up right now. I know it's not just on me, but if I actually played how I should have, we would have won this flank before they won the south, and we'd be at their base. That's literally our only chance. Whoa, whoa, what are you guys doing? Seriously, come on. Like, You gotta be joking. That guy was like trying to. Congratulations, Randall, on winning. Thank God that wasn't John. Now I wish I went the cap because M46 is coming back here, so we split ourselves to where, yeah. I don't know if it's gonna work. It's just there's not enough people to kill the tanks that are at their base, not enough to kill the tanks that are at our base, and they still have, you know, a tank or two in the center. So that just screws everything up. Oh well. Pretty good stream, but it kind of sucks to end on a low note here. I could have played better though. There's that funny thing called yeah, I don't even know. I just don't know why that guy came back with me. Yeah, I tried. Oh well. Well, anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. My next stream is going to be Wednesday coming up, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully, I'll see some of you guys there. Otherwise, somehow I did the most amount of damage there. I shouldn't have been anywhere close. But I don't blame myself for that win nearly as much now. Yeah. But anyway, thanks again for watching. Have a very nice, I guess, Tuesday, guys. See you guys around. I'm going to bed now. Have a good night.